Alright, Anthem patch 1.0.3. Big change to the way your weapon procs scale, as well as some other stuff. So just a quick look at the patch notes here. Adjusted the damage scaling of secondary damage sources. These now scale with average item power. This includes melee damage, combo damage, ultimate damage, status effects, and item procs, aka weapon procs. So what average item power is referring to is this number right here. So you want to get that as high as possible if you're trying to take advantage of this stuff. That means, for instance, I was running one of my normal loadouts, did a damage test, and then went back and swapped one of my masterworks for a legendary, and you could actually see by raising this number, it increased the damage of that stuff. So that applies to Divine Vengeance, which I already made a video about, as well as what's becoming my new favorite weapon right now, this Ralners Blaze. So as you can see on here, it doesn't have anything for damage at all. It's got force, gear damage, repair, whatever. None of that stuff increases its damage. And something it doesn't tell you in the description here is that when you set off that ignite, it does a bunch of burst damage right away. So you set them on fire, you prime them, and you get some burst damage that doesn't tell you about right there. And Divine Vengeance, its proc was Blast, because it was an explosion. But this proc, it only affects the single target, and it's actually affected by impact. So once again, people talk a lot about how Ranger sucks or whatever, but like they actually get a lot of cool stuff with these components because these impact and blast specialties that they can go for. So that proc is impact and it's fire, so those two things will increase its damage. And then as you can see here, like some of this stuff, assault launcher, whatever, weapon damage, assault launcher again, like none of this stuff actually matters for this build. It's just their legendaries, so it's getting this item or this average item power or whatever as high as possible. So show you in action what this can do, and yeah, let me know what you think.